All right, have you ever connected with a celebrity or a TV show character so much you felt like you actually knew them as a friend? Okay, you have, okay.
I mean, well, that makes me sound...
You're not alone. It's you and Savannah. It's a phenomenon known as a parasocial relationship. No, I've done it. We've all done it. We've all done it.
Thank you. Thank you. It's defined, though, as a one-sided relationship that someone engages in typically with a media persona or, like Vicky said, a celebrity. Well, while most of these connections are harmless, they can sometimes become overpowering, which obviously is a concern since it's not, you know, a real relationship. Child and family psychologist Dr. Jen Hartstein joins us now on this. An interesting one for sure.
Yeah.
I think one a lot of people can relate to. Walk us through what this means, this parasocial relationship. How's it different from just like being a fan of someone?
Yeah.
So it's not, but it's, you know, it's this belief that we really know this person, right? So when, you know, Friends was on and we were also invested in the Ross and Rachel relationship, or, you know, the Last of Us season where there was the relationship with the two guys and everybody was so, like, we were talking about it in the news the next day. So we connect with them on a level that's a little different than just being a fan. There's something that really resonates for us and that makes us feel connected in some way. So we believe that there's some sort of relationship. It's actually very healthy. We all do it to a certain degree at some point in our lives, kind of pre-social media, right? My teen magazines and I would, you know, I'd pull them out and we'd fangirl and all of those things. So it's not uncommon and it's not unhealthy. And it's just kind of what is.
And it's not new. This is a phenomenon we've seen since magazines, as you said.
Yeah.
But what is new, the twist on parasocial relationships now, is you have this added element of social media. So you're not just reading about these people, you are actually sometimes watching a video of them live on
Constant
Instagram,
updates,
constant updates from that person, which makes you really feel like you know them. You know, talk about that and how has social media affected these relationships?
It's a huge effect, and to your point, this term has been around since the 1950s, right? We saw it in the way people kind of connected with the Beatles, right? The way that we thought that we knew them, they were like part of our lives, they were in our houses. So the way that social media has an impact on this is we are much more connected, much more often, in much more detail. So people are sharing their lives, both celebrities and influencers, other people that we just might follow, and we're not always equipped on the other side of the screen, right, to be like, oh, I love you, oh, I'm gonna bully you, oh, I'm gonna do, we're not always equipped. So social media makes us have that one step closer, one step further, because we are in someone's kitchen with, you know, I'm watching Jennifer Garner make food, and I'm like, she's gonna serve that up to me later. Like, so we feel more connected to one another in ways that we might not have before, because we're really in their lives.
So, I mean, some of it sounds a little bit like, okay, that doesn't sound too good if you're not receiving anything back, but is there anything positive here?
Yes, there are a lot of positive things here. So some of this can normalize a lot of things. One of the things that's been really beneficial, especially like with TikTok, is we've seen a much more normalization of mental health issues. So we have that piece, right? It can provide some support. It can provide a sense of community and connected. It can teach us something. So there's a lot of real positive things in all of this. It's not really all bad.
What about in drawbacks? What are the bad parts, especially when it comes to kids who are growing up with social media in their hands at all times?
So there can be some negative influences, right? It can, we know social media has so many risks, so it can have an increase in depression or anxiety. I might want to be keeping up with this person and I can't. Maybe it impacts like how I think about the world or how I view spending or those kinds of things. Or I get so involved with them that I kind of forget I live in a different world, and like in the real world, they aren't my friends. So we have to be mindful of kind of what that limit is. And that's sometimes hard for us to navigate.
And pull back when you can and really foster the in-person relationships, the real social relationships. All right, child and family psychologist Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, thank you so much.
Thanks.